Hi guys, if you are new here, my name is Katie and I am a first-year high school teacher in the Bay Area. Today I thought it would be beneficial to kind of go through the planning process and how I set up my planners, how I kind of prep and organize my schedule and kind of figure out what I'm going to be teaching each day. Now, obviously I'm a new teacher, only 5 weeks in, but so far this is the process that works for me. Obviously, I don't know a lot of what is going on, but this is what I have found has been working. I hope that this kind of helps you guys navigate through basic ideas of how to organize and plan. I have always loved planners. Ever since I got to college, I have loved planners. I've spent a lot of money on getting planners that I like. And then I got these planners. These planners, let me just explain. These planners are by the brand JStory, and I actually just get them off Amazon. I love them, guys. They are thin, they are moldable, they come in all different sizes. They have really helped me organize all my thoughts and kind of get through everything. So these planners are undated, which pretty much means that they just come like this. This is the monthly one, and you can fill them in how you would like. I can kind of show you what a month looks like for me. This is September, so this is kind of what September ends up looking like once I've filled it in. And then the weekly planner is kind of the same idea. It's just kind of like a blank spread that has 2 weeks on it. So I have really been enjoying these. I like that they're thin and they're light, but I also like that they're big. I have always liked bigger planners. I don't like the little small baby planners. So those are kind of the planners, and I'll get a little bit more into it later. But basically the way that I prep and the way that I plan is on Thursday or Friday of the week before, I'll sit down and I'll just kind of go through the list, and I'll just go through and organize and write the planners out, go through my scratch notes, brainstorm ideas, and kind of work through everything. And that typically happens on Thursday or Friday. So let's go ahead and I'll just kind of show you guys how I set up my desk and how I work around everything. Okay, so here is kind of the setup. So basically I have my planners kind of in the middle, my coffee, which is actually not coffee. I don't like coffee, so I get a refresher pretty much every single day. But I have the textbook for the lessons and the sections that we're gonna be on. I have my school laptop, which is open to the pacing guide. Then I have my iPad set up right here, which just has our Schoology, which is basically our school's Google Classroom or Canvas. And then I also back here just kind of have this notepad that I've been using to just keep random notes on. It's just kind of helped me to jot down any ideas that I have. So basically that is kind of how I set it up. All right, and so now I'm going to kind of just bring you guys in a little bit closer and just do my planner and kind of have you watch it. And then after I'm done with it, I'll talk to you guys about what the process is and what I did and kind of everything that revolves around that.
Strikes by my window, hits my chest right in the morning, like a warning. Could have slept here for days. I felt your heartbeat, felt your mouth breathe, but it's not real. We were close to see the sun, but clouds got in our way, and so
All right, now that I have gone through and prepped and planned, I kind of want to show you all a little bit closer the process of what I did, talk to you about how I wrote everything, and kind of just walk you through the process. So now that I wrote everything, I kind of want to go through and show you guys a little bit more in detail what I did and kind of talk you guys through it. All right, so here is my September layout that, again, I finished just kind of down here. And then here is the October layout that I started. So looking at October, obviously you can tell that it is pretty plain and it's pretty empty, but I try to not put anything in that I don't know is going to happen for sure. I like to kind of fill this out week by week unless there are things that I know are happening. So like I know we have cheer practice. It's not going to be canceled. It's happening every single Tuesday. So I just kind of write that in there. Now, some of the great things that I really love about this process that I've been using is that it's super simple and I can do it anywhere. I'll kind of explain a little bit more by looking at September. What I mean by that is in the past, and I know other people do this too, they'll use color-coded pens. And so basically you have to have all different colors of those pens with you if you want to write anything in your planner. Now, basically, I don't carry 10 different colored pens with me. Instead, it has been really nice that I literally just use a plain black pen. This is just like a Papermate basic pen that comes in packs of like 50. And then I can write in my calendar at any point and at any time, even if I don't have my highlighters with me. And then I can always just go back and highlight it after and like organize it that way. That has been something that has been so awesome and so easy, and I've been loving that. Going kind of along with what we were talking about with the highlighters, I wanted to kind of walk you guys through the process that I use. So let's look at October to kind of describe this. Basically, I have a key over here of what each color represents, and then I'll just write it, like I said, in the plain black pen, and then I'll go over and highlight it depending on which category it falls in. Something that I do want to point out is this gray color and kind of how I use it. If you can see by looking at this in light gray, I have the units that we work on each day. And the reason I do that is I think it's a really easy way to like look over quickly and generally like what lesson we're on. So this monthly planner is not necessarily a lesson planner. It's more of just an overview and then also things that are happening in my life. And then my weekly planner is where I put in more of my lesson plans and the schedule. That's kind of how it has been working for me. Now, flipping into the weekly planner. This is kind of what we've been working with the weekly planner. Everything that is written in pen, again, is something that doesn't change. Typically, the units we're on, that stays pretty the same. So I write that in pen. Any events, like I had an observation, picture day, an assessment, there's no school. All of those things aren't going to change. So I write them in pen. And then pretty much everything else is just written in pencil. Basically, I just go through and like brainstorm ideas. If there's things I don't do, like for example, over here, I didn't end up getting to the Kahoot, I'll typically like cross it off and say like, didn't get to. Just to like remind me like, oh yeah, I didn't get to the Kahoot this day, but then this day, like I did. So I like doing everything in pencil because it just can easily change. Some things I erase, some things I just cross out. But yeah, so that is kind of how I do both of these. I don't necessarily worry as much about weekends. Sometimes I do like end up using this space as kind of like a to-do list. That's what I did for this week. I just kind of made it a to-do list. But again, I don't necessarily do a lot of things with that space down there. So again, this is kind of everything that I use. They'll all be linked down below for you guys if you want to check them out. That is kind of how I have been prepping and planning. So I hope that video was helpful for you guys. Like I said before, both the planners and the highlighters and everything that I use, I'll just link down below for you guys if you want to check them out. Honestly, it has been super easy and it's been working for me. I love how customizable it is. I love how moldable and easy it is. So I hope that this helped you guys out, kind of getting an idea of how to plan, how to prep. And I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. If you have any questions or comments or video ideas, you can comment them down below. If not, I hope that you guys have an awesome day and I will talk to y'all later. Bye.